Good morning, traders, and welcome to this weekly outlook of trading waves. How we'll be looking at the market the following week. Just take note that Victor is not available, and I'm going to be your host. My name is Sandile Ngobo, one of the chart analysts with the company. All right, guys, let's get started. With that being said, right here on my screen, we've got our contact details. If you wish to contact us, you can just email us there at vmanena@gmail. And just take note there, our WhatsApp number has changed. This is our new WhatsApp number there. So you can just WhatsApp there if you wish to contact there. And we've got our Telegram channel where we post any announcement regarding the company and also share some of the webinars that we host. All right. You can also follow us on a trading view. You just click on that link. It will directly take you to our trading view page there. All right. And below that, we've got our website. If you wish to contact us, you can just click there on our web page. It will directly take us to our web page, and that's where you can contact us. Right, and below we've got a Twitter account, Twitter page, and also the Facebook page. If you guys wish to follow us, you can do that. Our Facebook page, this is how it looks there. When you click on that link there, it should directly take you to this page here, right? So just take note of our logo. This is our page, how it looks. This is the page that you should see when you click on that link there. On our Facebook page, we post our webinars that we host, and including our charts, how they've played out, and the forecast, including the trades that have been forecasted. Whether the trade played out or did not play out, we also share it here on our Facebook page and also on our Twitter page. So if you wish to follow us, just click on those pages there. Right, guys, let's get started and let's see how the market played out on a previous week and how we had forecasted. Just take note that our setups, they won't be here, but as we go, I will just tell you guys how we traded, whether it played out or it failed. I will just share you with these guys. If I'm quickly to find the trade setup, I'll also look at that. Okay, let's recap. How did the markets played out in the previous week? All right, we had AUD cat. You can see how we forecasted there. We forecasted that we're going to get a move to the downside before a move to the upside there, right? So this was the forecast that we're going to get a move to the downside here before we get a move upside. Let's see how did that play out. Right, you can see that AUD cat H perfect. It just gave us the move that we were looking for to the downside, and after that it pushed up. Right, you can see that the rally there that went up on AUD cat. Moving forward, let's see what we had here. Chief, the expectation was that we're going to get a move to the downside, yeah. And let's see how did that one play out. You can see that we've got the move to the downside that we've been expecting, and now this is where we were around here at this area here. We've got the move to the downside, and now the expectation was that we're going to get the move to the downside. So this is the updated chart, guys. Just take note of that. That the expectation from the current levels, we're expecting a move to the upside. Right. Here on Chief, we have a trade that we've just shared to the members. It is in a positive, in a profit, small profit, of course, because we just made our entry there, and the expectation was that we're going to get the move to the upside. Just a minute, guys. We've had a trade that we took here on Chief. The trade is just in a profit, small profit, of course. The expectation is that we get this move to the upside there. So this is the trade that we took with the guys. Okay, let's move forward, guys. Right, we had EuroCAD. The expectation was that we're going to get one more leg. This was the expectation that we're going to get this leg before we move to the downside. And let's see how did that one play out. Let's see how did EuroCAD play out. Okay, you can see that we've already got the move. This is a 3 move that we forecasted to the upside here, and we've already starting the move to the downside. So the expectation is that we still get more continuation to the downside here on EuroCAD. You'll see that when we get on a live chart. Kelly, Euro New Zealand expectation was that after we completed this 3-wave structure here, we're expecting that we're going to get this move to the downside. Let's see how did Euro New Zealand played out. Inch perfect, you can see that we've already running more than 300 pips that is running, and the expectation is for more downside here on Euro New Zealand. You'll see when we go on a live chart. Right, next one was Pound Audi. Expectation was that after they did this structure, yep, this was the expectation. We're expecting this 3-wave move. This was the last leg that we forecasted, and after that, the expectation was going to get was that we're going to get a move to the upside. Let's see how did that one play out. You can see we've already got the move that we're anticipating to the downside, plus or minus 400 pips move that we focused there to the downside. And now the expectation was that for pound OD, we must get this move to the upside here. Why that move? Because this is the move that we got, 1, 2, and the expectation is that we get that move to the upside there. You'll see that when we go on a live chart. Right, we had gold. So the forecast was that we're going to get a move to the downside on gold, and then after that, a move to the upside. Let's see how did gold play out. Right, we got the move that we're expecting to the downside and the move to the upside. So now the expectation is that we get a move to the downside. You'll see why I'm expecting gold to move to the downside while we're still here. But this is the expectation here. We've got the 3 waves to the downside, which is our W here. And this is the 3 waves we've got for an X. Now the expectation is that we get 3 more waves to the downside that will be equal to that move there. Right, silver. Okay, from last week we expected that we were going to get this move. This move was forecasted from the current level, right around there. We're expecting that we're going to get a move to the downside, and then after that a move to the upside. Let's see how did silver play out. Okay, the current forecast is that you are seeing it when we've forecasted it from the current levels to the upside here. So that has just played out, but the initial forecast was around there that we are going to get the move to the downside and then an upside, and that's what we got. And now the expectation is similar to gold. The move that we're expecting is for this leg to the downside. You'll see on a go on a picture, but the overall structure will be this one here. Right, moving forward. Brent crude, we forecasted that we're going to get this move to the downside here. Then after that, we're expecting that we're going to get a move to the upside. Let's see how did that one play out. Okay, you can see that we've already got the move to the downside, and now we've already got that move to the upside that was forecasted. And now the expectation is that we get a move to the downside and then a push to the upside. That is the update on crude oil. But you'll see that when you go on a live chart. All right, indices, we've forecasted them and they've played out as we have been anticipating. Right. So when you remember, if you recall very well, on the past weeks when they were around at these levels, we're expecting that you're going to get a move to the upside, but then they decided to the market gave us one more leg to the downside, but this was well forecasted of that after that. So we had to change our structure here because we can't stick guys with one move. We have to always change our view when the market changes. Right. So this move to the downside, when the market played out, we knew that we were going to get this move here, and the expectation was that from the current levels, we get a move to the upside. Let's see how did that one play out. Right, you can see that we're already moving to the upside, the move that was expected, and we're not expecting anything other than if you get any flags, we're still expecting for more upside on the indices. They are almost all the same. Let's look at Dow. The expectation was that after they complete this flat corrective structure, we're expecting for a move to the upside. Let's see how did that one play out. Right, you can see that we've already got the move to the upside, and the expectation is that any flag that you get from current levels will be looking for more upside there on Dow. S&P 500, the expectation was that they give us a move to the upside after that flat corrective structure there. How did that one play out? Let's see. Right, you can see that we've already started to get a move to the upside. It's an impulsive move, so the expectation is that if we get any flags here, you can expect for more upside on S&P 500. Right, DAX. Right, from the current levels, we're expecting that we're going to get a move to the upside. But after we got this move here, then we forecasted that we're going to get one more leg to the downside and then a move to the upside. Let's see how did that one play out. Okay, you can see that we've already starting to get the move to the upside. This is an impulsive move. So if you get any corrective structure, you can look to buy DAX. If you get any flags there, you can look for more upside there. You can see that is a very impulsive move there. Right, UK 100, you can see how the magic, how we expected this one from the current levels. So we expected this one from these levels here that we are going to get this move to the downside before they push higher. So the overall structure here was this move here. We had this here as a three waves down. Let me just use a different color. We had this as a three waves to the downside, and this move here is a three wave to the upside. So the expectation was that we are going to get three more wave to the downside. So it just is just a simple WXY structure. And then after that, we're expecting that we are going to get a move to the upside. Let's see how did that one play out. Inch perfect, you can see that we've got the move that we forecasted to the downside, and now we're starting the move that we forecasted to the upside there. Right, moving forward, let's see. Okay, this is a crypto Ethereum. So we're expecting that we're gonna get this move to the upside. So we look at this here as a leading diagonal for a wave one, and the expectation was that this is a wave two that is completed, and the expectation was the move to the upside. Let's see how did that one play out. Right, you can see that we are already starting a move to the upside, and the expectation from these current levels is that we expect for more move to the upside there. Right, let's look at the next one was Litecoin. So the expectation was that they give us this move to the downside before we can continue to the upside. Let's see how did that one play out after our forecast. And you can say that inch perfect, we got that leg that we're looking for to the downside, and now we've already got the move to the upside that we're expecting. So we are still expecting that we get this move to the upside, because we're looking at this structure as our wave A here, a B, and we're looking for a C before we can consider coming down. All right, so that's how the market played out, guys, on the previous week. So now let's get to the live market and let's see what we're expecting as from tomorrow. Right, starting with the US dollar pairs, we'll be starting with pound USD. Just take note, some of the charts will be referring from the website. Okay, so pound USD, this is the three wave that we had to the upside here. This is the three wave to the upside that we have, which is our W there. Now the expectation is that we get this three wave to the downside. So we've already got this move to the downside. This is an impulsive wave A. So now we're looking at this here as a B, and we're expecting for one more leg to the downside that will be equal to this here. Then after that, we'll be expecting for a move to the upside like that. This move to the upside will be equal to this one there. Right, just to show you there, let me see if I can go on a daily. Just to show you why are we looking for that move to the upside, how far are we expecting. So this is the structure, the overall structure that we're expecting here is that one there, right? So we're expecting that flat corrective structure, and then after that, we'll be expecting for a move to the downside. So you can see these are the three waves that I was referring to. It's a W, three more waves up, down for an X, and then three more waves up. That will probably come and take this high. Then after that, we'll be expecting for a move to the downside. Right, moving forward, let's look at Euro US dollar. Right, Euro US dollar, the expectation here is that we get this move to the downside. So after this move, we got the three waves to the downside, yeah. And now we also got these three waves up. This is a three waves up. Now the expectation is that from the current levels, we get three more waves to the downside before we can resume higher. Right, we're looking at this as a wave one, two. This is our extended wave three here. And this whole structure here that I was explaining now is our wave four, and then after that we'll be expecting for a move to the upside. So that wave four is still in play. So when the market open, expect three more waves to the downside before we push higher. Right, just to show you the structure there, what are we looking at? So this is the three waves that I was referring to. This is a three wave structure here that we've got. And then after that, we'll be expecting for three wave structure, which will be equal to this one. Then after that, we'll be expecting for a move higher. US dollar chief, opposite what euro US dollar is doing. So the expectation here is that we get, this is a 1-2 extended wave three, and we're looking at this here as a wave four here. We're still expecting for a move to the upside, at least to come take that level. Then after that, we'll be expecting for a move to the downside for a fifth wave. Right, so the expectation is this: 1-2-3 up, 1-2-3 down, and we're expecting for three more waves up before we can drop. So in the next week, short term, we'll be looking for three waves up to the on US dollar chief. This move here can just come in a form of an impulsive, or it can come in a form of three waves. Structurally, that's what we are looking for. for a detailed structure if you're looking for the labels. Right, moving on AUD US dollar. Right, so we had this impulsive move to the upside here, and now the expectation is that we get a corrective structure for this move. So the corrective structure is just resumed there. So we had this is a 3 waves up. Let me just zoom in there. Let me bring the chart closer. Right, so we've already had the 3 waves to the downside here, and we've got already the move 3 waves up. This is the 3 waves I'm referring to, and now the expectation is that we get 3 more waves to the downside. Okay, so that is the expectation on AUD US dollar on the coming session. So we'll be looking for this move to the downside before we can look for a move to the upside. Right, let's just refer on the website there. Let's just refer on the website what we're looking at. You're on the US dollar pairs. So AUD US dollar, this is what you are looking for. Exactly what I was just saying. This is a structure that we are looking for. We're looking for this 3-wave structure before we can continue with the move to the upside. Right, New Zealand dollar is a similar structure that we're expecting there. So this is the structure that we had here, 3 waves down, and we've got these 3 waves up here. This is the 3 waves I'm referring to the upside. Now the expectation is that we get 3 more waves to the downside. Should be using this color here. The expectation is that we receive 3 more waves up, 3 more waves to the downside before we can resume higher. So you can see we're still sideways on New Zealand chief. Let's check that on a website. So that's the detailed structure, what I'm looking for there. Okay, so the overall structure is this one here. So we're expecting for this move to the upside. So this move here can come in a form of a 3 waves, or it can just come in a form of an impulsive. If it comes impulsive, then we will be having an ABC structure then. An ABC structure, but the expectation is that it come in a form of 3 waves like that. Right, so these are what the members get. So all these chapters are already updated, guys. So it's ready for next week. So the members have already got access before the market opens. Moving forward, US dollar CAD. So the expectation is that we get a move to the upside from the current levels. So this is the structure we're looking at here. 3 waves up. We've got this as a 3 wave to the downside here. And now the expectation is going to get 3 more waves to the upside, and that will be the structure that will be completed before we can get a move to the downside. This move to the downside will be completing our 5th wave there. Right, just for the benefit, guys, let's take you on a website. Let's take a look at our 4-hourly chart on US dollar CAD. You can see that is the expectation that we get this structure here, and then after that we'll be getting a move to the downside. Right, moving forward, looking at the dollar index, it will be opposite what a euro US dollar is doing. From the current levels, the expectation is this. This is the 3 waves that we got to the downside, and this is the 3 waves that we got. Okay, this is the 3 waves that we got to the downside, and then after that, we'll be expecting for 3 waves. So this is a simple WXY structure. Then from there, we will be expecting for the move that we're looking for. So we're still looking for the 5th wave move to the downside on the dollar index. So it will be inverse of what euro US dollar is doing. Okay, so the structure will be that flat corrective structure and then a move to the downside. Right, US dollar yen. So the expectation is that from the current levels we get a move to the upside. So the structure, let me just show you the structure there, guys. So this is what you have here. This is a 3 waves to the downside, 3 waves up, 3 waves to the downside, 3 waves up, and we've already got this 3 wave to the downside here. Okay, should be throwing this coming 3 waves to the downside. So the expectation is that we get a move to the upside. So this is a WXY, an X there, and a Z structure. So the expectation will be for a move to the upside here. All right, so expect a move that will be impulsive because we are looking at this whole corrective structure here as our wave 2, and we'll be looking for a wave 3 to the upside. Okay, so that is just a detailed structure there for your own benefit. Right, pound yen. So the expectation here, we've been looking for a move to the upside, right? So this is the 3 wave that we had here. This is the 3 waves that we've had for a W there. And then we've had this as a flat corrective structure here. This is our corrective structure that is completed. This is our X here. and now the expectation is that we get 3 more waves to the upside, right? So we're expecting for this move to the upside on a pound yen. Should have showed you how we forecasted this one, but unfortunately I did not. So we're expecting that we are going to get these 3 waves to the downside from the current levels, and we've got that. Now the expectation is that we get 3 more waves up, right? So the move that we're expecting here will be a similar move to this one here. Right, let me just show you a structure there, guys. So this one here came in the form of an ABC. You can see this is an ABC structure here. And here what we're expecting a WXY structure, okay? We already see we got the 3 waves up, 3 waves down. So the expectation is to get 3 more waves up. Then after that, we'll be expecting for a deeper corrective structure, then 3 more waves up. So that will still be equal to this move here. Right, moving forward, Chief Yen. Right, Chivian, we've got the 3 waves to the downside here. This is the 3 waves I'm referring to. It's a W, and we've got this here as a 3 waves up. This is a 3 waves up here. And then now the expectation is that we get 3 more waves to the downside. Let me just draw that neatly. So this is the 3 waves I'm referring to. Let me just bring the chart closer. Right, so we've got the 3 waves to the downside here. Then after that, we got this here as a 3 waves up. Now the expectation is that we get this move to the downside, the 3 waves move. So we've already got the first leg and now the second leg. So now what we're looking for is for that move to the downside. So short term on Chief Yen, we will be expecting for this leg to the downside here, right? So it's still a long way to go. If I can just show you on the website what we're expecting there. Let's look at under the Yen pairs. So this is the members area. This is what they get. So you can see that you've got the analysis, all the charts that are done from the weekly all the way down to a 1 hourly time frame. So they get to understand why we take the trades. They don't just post the trades, but we explain to them why are we taking those trades. Okay, so structurally, this is a bigger view on Chief Yen. This is what we are expecting there, right? So this will be the 3 waves to the downside. Then after that, on the live chart, I just showed you this leg that we're expecting. After that, we'll be expecting for a deeper corrective structure and then 3 more waves to the downside. So that is a detailed structure there. Okay. Let's move forward. Go on a Euro Yen. The expectation would be the same as Chief Yen. These 2 pairs are positive correlated. So we've already got the 3 waves to the downside here. And we've already got the 3 waves to the upside. This is the 3 waves I'm referring to. 3 waves there with our short C leg, and now the expectation is that we get this move to the downside here. So the expectation is that we get this move to the downside. So so in the coming session, expect a move to the downside on Euro Yen and the Chief Yen. But of course, don't just go out there and sell. So there might just be a little bit of a push to the upside there before we can get the 3 waves to the downside. Right, let's move forward. CAD Yen. Right, CAD Yen, this is the 3 wave that we've had here. 3 waves up, and we've already got this here. This is a completed corrective structure here. This is a 3 wave to the downside that we've got here. This is the corrective structure I'm referring to. So now the expectation is that we get a move to the upside from the current levels. So short term on a CAD yen, look for this move to the upside. New Zealand yen, the expectation is that we get a move to the upside. So after these 3 waves here, this is the 3 wave that we've had to the upside. This is the 3 waves, and now we've got this corrective structure. Look like it has completed. This is the corrective structure here. And now the expectation is that we get this similar move to the upside. From the current levels, we are expecting for 3 more waves up. Right, let me just hold, guys. Right, let's continue. AUD JPY, similar to what is happening on a New Zealand yen. So this is the move that we've got. So this is we look at this here as the corrective structure. This is the corrective structure that we're looking for. This is the three waves. And now the expectation is that we get a similar move to the upside like this one here. This is the three waves up. And now the expectation is that we're going to get three more waves to the upside. So AUDN and AZDN expect for a move to the upside. Let me just show you there on a website for our detailed analysis there. So this is the three waves that I was referring to here. And now we've already got this completed corrective structure. So the expectation is that we get three more waves to the upside that will be equal to that one there. All right, let's move forward. These are the updated charts, guys, that you are seeing them. Right, US dollar ZAM. The expectation is that we get a move to the downside. This is a continuation here. Let me just show you there what we've had. This has been the forecast that on the US dollars. We've got this structure to the downside there. So the expectation was that we're going to get this move to the upside. If you look at the yellow degree, this is the one that I'm referring to. It has not yet done. So we are still in play of that yellow leg there. So the expectation from the current level is that we are going to get a move to the upside. But just because we're expecting for that move to the upside, it does not mean that on the market open, we start to see a move to the upside. We need to get that confirmed, and we've got the special indicator that will confirm for us when that move to the downside has finished. And then the expectation would be we look for the move to the upside, at least to the current levels. Right, let's move forward. Let's look at the Euro pairs, starting with Euro Audi. Okay, let's refer that to the website. Let's look at under the Euro pairs. All right, you guys are lucky. All the pairs that we're looking at here today, they are ready for the following week. So you can just take note of these updated structures. All right, while we're still here, let's start with Euro Pound. Let's start with Euro Pound. So Euro Pound, the expectation is that we get one more down and then a move to the upside. So we look at this here as an impulsive move. This is an impulsive move to the upside. So the expectation was that we get this here as a corrective. This corrective structure still does not look like it is completed. So the expectation is that we get one more down and then a move to the upside. So that one more down will be this structure. This is a three wave to the downside here. And we've got this here as a three waves up. And now the expectation is that we get these three waves to the downside here. I should be showing you this on a live chat. This is the expectation that we get this similar leg to this one. So that is a simply WXY structure. And then from there, we will be expecting for a move to the upside. So you can see that our members, they get to access these charts with invalidation levels. So they know that after that cross all the way here, then we will be have to relook at the whole structure. So we're not expecting that Euro Pound can come and trade at these levels. If it does that, then this move to the upside will be invalidated. Other than that, the expectation is for them to drop at these levels and then expecting for that impulsive move to the upside, which will be our wave 3 in this minor degree here. This will be our wave 3 in this minor degree. Right, Euro Pound. That's the structure that I was just showing you guys. This is a three wave structure that you're expecting and then a move higher. Okay, let's look at the next one here. Euro Chief. Right, I'll just refer the Euro pairs on the website, guys. These charts are updated, so there won't be any different even if I go on a live chart. So the expectation on Euro Chief is that we get at least one more leg to the downside there and then a move to the upside. So this is an impulsive move that we are looking for wave 1. So this whole corrective structure, this is the whole corrective structure that is playing out there for our wave 2, and the expectation would be that we get a move after that corrective structure has completed. So our indicator will let us know when this move is ready to push higher. Other than that, if they trade around these levels, then we'll have to change our view there. Shouldn't have closed that. Right, let me just go back there. So if you look at Euro Chief, while we're still waiting for the website to come up, let's look at Euro OD. So Euro OD, we've had this move to the downside here. This is the move I'm referring to. This is the move to the downside. And we're looking at this here. This is the whole corrective structure that you have here. And now the expectation is that after wave 2, we get a move to the downside. Let me just zoom in on that chart, guys, so that you can see clear. So the expectation here is that we get our wave 3 to the downside. So expect any flex that you get there on Euro OD, expect for a move to the downside. Of course, that will be our invalidation level. If they can come and trade at around this level there, then we will invalidate this move that we are looking for to the downside. But the expectation is that we get a three more, rather wave 3, rather not 3 more waves. We're expecting for that impulsive wave. If you look at that intermediate yellow degree there. Right, let's look at which one we will look at. EuroCat, you saw this one during trade setups. So the expectation is that you get one more leg to the downside. So this is after this is the structure that you are looking for. This is the structure that you're looking for, and then after that, you'll be expecting for a move to the upside. But the overall structure that we have here on EuroCat, guys, this is the structure that you are looking for. Right, so we've already had this impulsive move to the upside as our wave A. So now we are looking at this 3-wave structure here. This move here is expected to come at least take this low there, and that will be our B. And then after that, we'll be expecting for a C wave to the upside like that. So for now, we are still playing out in this leg here. So this is a 3 waves down, 3 waves down that we've got, and this is a 3 waves up. Now the expectation is that we get 3 more waves down before we can get that move to the upside. That's just a simply ABC structure there. Right, moving forward, let's see if we've covered all the Euro pairs. Or Euro New Zealand, we haven't looked at that one. So Euro New Zealand, the expectation from the current levels, we're expecting for that we get a move to the downside there, okay? So this is the move that we've had here. This is an impulsive move, 3 waves up, and then we're expecting that we get our C wave there. So okay, that is the expectation that we look for that C wave to be completed. It's an A there, it's a B there, it's a wave C, then that will be forming our W in there, and then after that we'll be expecting for this X here, and then after that a move to the downside for a Y. So this is after we've got this here as a 3-wave structure. Right, we've gone through all the euro pairs. Now let's look at the pound pairs. Pound OD. So we look at this here as a completed 5. Sorry about that, guys. So we look at this here as a completed 5 waves to the downside. It's a 1, 2, 3, and we look at this as a fourth wave, and then here this is a 5th wave. So the expectation is that we get a 3 more waves to the upside. Okay, so this is our A here, and then we'll be looking for a B, and then after that, we'll be looking for a C wave structure. So expect this move here on a pound OD. So this is a 3 wave that we've had to the upside, and we've already got this as a 3 wave to the downside. This was well forecasted, and then after that, what we're expecting for these 3 more waves to the upside like that. Right, so there is a simply WXY structure there that will be forming a bigger B there. After this was our A, and then after that we'll be looking for that leg of a C wave. So short term on pound OD, expect for that move to the upside. Right, let me just show you there the detailed structure on the pound OD. So this is the expectation. Then after that, a move to the downside. Moving on, let's look at pound New Zealand. Let's go on a pound pairs here. Right, pound New Zealand, this is the expectation here that we look for, this move to the upside. Right, so we have this is an impulsive move to the downside here, and now the expectation is that we have this move. This is what we are looking for. We're looking for this 3 wave to the upside here. Then after that, we will be looking for the move to the downside, right? So that would be the expectation. This is a detailed structure that I'm giving you. So that would be the expectation before we can consider to get this move here on pound NZD. So you can still see that we are still in this sideways corrective structure, which is of course tradable. After that, we'll be expecting for these 3 waves to the downside here. Right, so short term, expect for that move to the upside, which would be equal to this in length here, before we can get this C wave here. Right, moving forward, let's look at pound CAD. Pound get, the expectation is that we get one more leg. So we have this here as a 3 waves down, and we have this here as a 3 waves up. This is the 3 waves up that we've got. So the expectation is that we get 3 more waves to the downside. So this is the expectation that at least it must come and take this low here. Then after that, we will be looking for a move to the upside. That move to the upside, this is where it comes from. So we look at this here as a wave A here. All that what is happening here, we are still in this corrective structure. Let me just use a different color then. This is the corrective structure that we're looking. This is the 3 legs that we're looking for. Then after that, we will be looking for that C wave to the upside. So this is our A here and a B here and our wave C here. So that is the expectation. Let's just to show you there the detailed structure. Why are we looking for a pound gate to come down? So this is the A I was referring to. And this whole thing that is happening here is our corrective structure for our wave B. There's a wave B here. Then after that, we'll be looking for a move to the upside for our wave C. So short term, expect that 3 wave to the downside to at least come take this low here. That will be a minimum that we'll be looking for, at least to come and take this low. Then after that, we'll be looking for that impulsive move then. All right, pound chief, we're expecting for a move to the upside. Okay, so we've got this here as a 3 wave to the upside here. This is the 3 waves I'm referring to for our, this is rather 5 waves, not 3 waves. This is rather 5 waves. So we've got a 1 here, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is our A here. And we are looking at this here as a corrective structure here. This at first, we look at this as our B wave here. We look at this as our B wave, but it does not look like it is completed. So we are still expecting for a leg. This is what is happening now on pound shift. So the expectation is that after this, we get 3 more waves to the downside, and that will be completing our B here before we can start to get a move to the upside. Right, let me just show you a detailed structure there, what you are looking at. So you can see this is the whole corrective structure that we will be expecting after this impulsive move A here. Then after that, we will be looking for our C wave to the upside. All right, let's look at the crosses starting with AUD New Zealand. Should be referring this to the website. Should be referring this to the website. So pound shift, this is this is the structure that we're looking for. So we are looking at this 3 wave structure here. Then after that, the expectation will be that we get 3 more waves down before we can push higher. So that's what we have there on the website. So let's look at the crosses. But what's on the website is what you see on our live charts. Now let's look at the crosses. We'll also refer to the website on these ones. Right, AUDNZD, you can just refer on our previous videos that we've been expecting for that we get a move to the upside. And we've been looking at this here as a move to the upside for our wave 1 here. And this is wave 1 here and our wave 2. And now we are looking at this here as our wave 1 internally, and that's we're looking at this corrective structure here as a wave 2, and now we are looking for a third wave to the upside. So you can see that we've already started the impulsive move to the upside. So now the expectation is that if we get any flex, then you can look to take this one to the upside. Let me just show you where we come from with this analysis, just to show you on a daily. You can also refer on our previous videos for this. Right, so on a daily, we've heard this is an impulsive, this is a 5 wave move to the downside. And now what we had there, we had this here as an impulsive move. This is our A here. This is a 5 waves up impulsive move. And now we are looking for, this is our B here. Now we're looking for this C wave to at least come and take this high here. So this is the move that we are looking for. This is our wave C. And then after that, we will be looking for this move to the move to the downside. But of course, this is a long-term focus. So where we are now, we are looking at that move there. What is happening here is just a corrective structure. You can see this is a 3 wave to the downside, 3 waves up, and this is a 3 waves to the downside. So that is just a simply WXY structure that is completing our B there. So now the expectation is that we get this leg to the upside for our wave C. So that's why we are looking for this move to the upside. Okay, back to 4 hourly. Right, so this is a 1-2-1-2 structure. So one here, a two, and this is a one here and a two. This is a 1-2-1-2 structure. So the expectation is that we get 3-4-5, and that will be completing third wave there. I should be using the correct color. That will be completing the third wave before we get a fourth and a fifth, which will be completing our wave C. Just for your interest, here the structure, the detailed chart that we are having on AUD New Zealand. All right, so any upside, if you get any corrective structure here, any flags, look for a move to the upside. Our special indicator has just confirmed that the move to the upside that we've been expecting for is resuming. All right, on our improved entry strategy, we've got a trade that is running here on our personal accounts. We just took it around these levels here. So it is a good entry strategy that we've just improved on. So we are already running this risk free. So the expectation is that we will be looking for adding this move to the upside. Right, let's switch that off. AUD CAD. Right, you can see that we've had this impulsive move to the upside. This is an impulsive move here. And now what are we looking for? We're looking for a corrective structure that will correct that move. So this is what we've already had here. This is the three waves. So we've got this as the three waves to the downside, and we've got that as the three waves up. You saw this during our forecast recap. And now the expectation is that we get three more waves to the downside from the current levels, and then we'll be looking for that move to the ups. This is just a simply ABC structure, right? So in there, this is just a WXY structure there, and then we'll be expecting for a move to the upside. So expect these three more waves to the downside in the coming weeks before we can push higher. Let's look at New Zealand CAD. All right, New Zealand CAD. So this is a move that we had to the downside. Yep, this is an impulsive move, our wave A here, and we are looking at this structure. Yep, as a corrective structure. W, X, Y. This is the three waves. This is a W, X, Y structure, and now we'll be expecting that we get this C wave to the downside after this for an A, B, C. This will be this WXY in yellow will be completing that B in blue, and then after that we'll be having for a C wave, then before we can look for a move to the upside. This is one of those pairs. So if you recall from our forecast last week, we were looking at this year as a move to the downside. We're expecting that we're going to get a move to the downside from the current levels, but that did not play out. We had a trade setup that we took here, but that trade setup, unfortunately, it did not play out. Let me just quickly see if I will find that trade setup, because I need to show you guys, we don't have to sell you guys dreams. I need to show you how we have been looking for that move to the downside. So let me see if I can quickly find that. Right, so New Zealand CAD. So this is what we were expecting. We were expecting for that from the current level. This was our entry here, but you can see on a live chart, this has just gone and hit our stop loss there. This is a practical trading, guys. So we have to show you whether we lost or whether we won. Right, so now the expectation, this was our forecast that we're expecting for this move to the downside. So now we can see that our structure has changed. We're looking at this as a three-way to the downside. So we are expecting a three more waves up before we can look for that drop there. So there's a slightly change of a structure there on New Zealand CAD. All right, so on the market open, don't just go and sell that one. We are still expecting for a little push to the upside. So we are still expecting for at least a move to the upside before we can drop. Right, let me see there if I'm correct. Let me just show you that detailed structure there. Exactly what we're looking for. So we are still looking for, this is a three waves up, three waves to the downside. And the expectation is that we get this here as a three waves up. Then after that, we will be looking for this C wave to the downside. Okay, let's look at CAD Chief. Right, so this is a detailed structure there for a CAD Chief. So we've already got this. This is the three wave that we've got. This is the three wave that we have here, and we've already got this here as a three wave to the downside. So the expectation now is that we get three more waves. These three more waves I'm referring to this year. This is the expectation that we get three more waves to the upside on a CAD Chief. So you can see we've already got these three waves, but these three waves is part of the first leg. Okay, this is part of the first leg, so the expectation will be this year, right? So Ketchief, like I've said, we've got a trade that is running there, so you can expect that you get the move to the upside. So we are expecting for this move to the upside here, at least around these levels, before we can get one more leg up and then a push to the upside. Right, so on the next week, expect a move to the upside on Ketchief before we can get a move to the downside. All right, New Zealand Chief, the expectation here. Let me just refer this to the website, guys. I should be referring this here. Right, New Zealand Chief, the expectation is that we're gonna move to the upside, yep, and the move that we are looking for. So we've had these three waves to the upside, yep, for that W, and we've already got this here as completed for our X. So now the expectation is that we get three more waves to the upside that will be equal to this one in length. So expect New Zealand Chief to push higher in the coming session. So that is the expectation there on New Zealand Chief. All right, let's get back to the live chat. Okay, AUD Chief, I haven't shown you that. Let's just look at that one on our website. So AUD Chief, we've got this year as an impulsive move to the upside. So now the expectation we are looking at this year. This is a three-wave structure that we are looking for before we can resume higher. So AUD Chief, we are expecting that from the current levels, we get a move to the downside. At first, we're looking at this year as a completed corrective structure, but you can see that we are already going correctively there. So we might expect that we get one more down before we can push higher. Alternatively, this might just be just be a leading diagonal. So we might just have a structure like that will be a leading diagonal, and then after that we get a move down, then we push higher. So but as far as it is, the expectation that we get one more down and then a move to the upside. So I'm just sharing an alternative view there on AUD Chief. Okay, gold, let's look at the metals. Right, gold, the expectation we've been in this this is the corrective structure we've been in, and it does not look like it is completed. So we might still get a move to the downside there on gold. I'm looking at this here. This is a 5 wave to the downside, and it is only visible when we go on a 1 hourly, and you can see that we've had this here as our this is our wave A here, and we've had this as a B, and our wave C. Our B there is a triangle, and this is our wave C. So this from the current levels, we've been expecting that to get a move to the upside, but it does not look like it is ready to move higher. So now the structure is like this. So we've got this as a three. We are looking at this as a three wave to the upside, and now the expectation will be after that we get this three wave to the downside, and then we will be getting this move that we are looking for. We are still expecting for that move to the upside. So that will just be a simple WXY structure. This is a W. Let me just use a different color. So this is just a W and an X there. So now the expectation is that we get this Y leg here. Then after that, we'll be looking for a move to the upside. This is just completing a wave 4 there on gold. Then the expectation will be for a move to the upside. Just for a detailed chart there, this is what we are looking for. This is the three-wave structure that we're expecting before we can resume higher. Right, silver, similar structure to what is happening on gold. So we've got this here as a three-wave structure to the downside for a W, and now we've got this move to the upside. This does not look like it is ready to go, so we are still expecting for three more waves to the downside. After this, we are expecting for three more waves to the downside like this before we can take off higher. So it is similar structure to gold, so that is just a simple WXY structure. Then after that, we'll be looking for a move to the upside. Okay, so short term on silver, look for that move to the downside. The indicator is not completed, so structurally, this is what we're still looking for. So the indicator needs to confirm for us for that move to the downside, it is ready. For all we know, this could just keep on crawling higher like that. So the indicator needs to confirm to us that this move to the downside is ready. Then we'll be looking to trade this move to the downside before we can push higher. All right, just for your interest, this is the detailed structure. This is the labels that we are looking for on the silver here. This is the three wave that I was referring to here. This is just an ABC structure. This is a WXY structure. Then we'll be looking for this move to the downside. This move can come in the form of an ABC, or it can come in the form of 3-3. Then we'll be looking for a move to the upside after. Right, Brent crude oil. We'll be looking for a short-term move to the upside. Right, so this is the structure that we've had here. This is an ABC structure that we've had. You saw that on our forecast. So now the expectation is that we get this move to the upside before we can consider to get a move to the downside. So that will be a simply WXY structure. Then from there, we will be looking for that impulsive move. That impulsive move will be this one here. This will be the impulsive move. So we will be looking for a move to the downside from the short term. We'll be looking for a move to the downside. This needs to complete here, and then a move to the upside. This move to the upside, this could just be all the corrective structure that we've been waiting for and all, but this does not look convincing. This does not look convincing for that we can start to get a move to the upside from the current levels. Right, so the expectation is that we will be looking for more downside, at least 50% of this whole move here. So we are looking at all to come and trade around these levels. But if the indicator confirms that this move to the upside has just resumed, the indicator will confirm to us, and then we will be looking to trade all to the upside. But structurally, we are still expecting for oil to give us that one more down. Just to show you again that this will be just an ABC structure. This is an ABC here, and this will be our W, and we'll be looking for this move here. 3 waves up, then after that, we get 3 waves to the downside, a simply WXY structure before we can look for this move to the upside. All right, and for the sake of interest, let's look at platinum. Right, platinum, the expectation is that we get one more down here, just like the other metals. So we are looking at this as a 5 waves to the upside for a wave one there. And now the expectation is that we get a move to the downside. So this is a 3 waves to the downside that we've got here for our W. And now we are looking at this as an X. Let me just switch off there so that you can see the structure alone. So this is the 3 waves I'm referring to. This is a 3 waves to the downside for our W. Now the expectation is that this looks like it has completed for our X, and after that we will be looking for this 3 wave to the downside. Then after that we will be looking for this move here. Right, so that is just a simply WXY structure. Should be using the correct color. That's a WXY structure here. And then after that, we'll be looking for a move to the upside. So short term on platinum, expect that we might get a 3 wave to the downside for at least a length that is going to be equal to these 3 waves here. Then after that, we'll be looking for a move to the upside. But of course, don't just go and sell that just because we are giving out that forecast. You need to use your own strategy to confirm that move to the downside is completed, because from the current levels, you can just get this one more up before we drop. All right, let's move and let's look at the indices. All right, indices, they are simple and straightforward, guys. So we're expecting for a continuation to the upside. This is Nasdaq. This is after this here. This is wave 2 here. Right, this is our wave 1 here. This is a wave 2, and you can see that you're already in a wave 3 there. So this wave 3, if you get any corrective structures here, guys, look to take this move to the upside. Just for our own sake, let's just give you guys a detailed structure there. When I refer to the website for a detailed structure there, just to see what our members get. What you see here on the live chat, I've just switched on my levels, is exactly what you're going to get there on the website. So the expectation is that from the current levels, we still need to complete that intermediate 5 wave to the upside. So we've already got wave 1 there, and this is our wave 2. The expectation will be we get 3 and a 4 and a wave 5. So that's what we'll be expecting for any corrective structures or any flags on the indices. Look for more upside. Right, so this is the 1, 2, 3, 4. It will be expecting for our wave 5 there. Right, that is exactly that you're going to see on the website, guys. I might as well just use the live chat. This is exactly what you're seeing there. Nasdaq. This is exactly what you are seeing there. Okay, so let's look at S&P 500. So the expectation will be after this move that we've completed, this is a flat corrective structure of this stuff. This is flat corrective structure. We're expecting that we continue to get a move to the upside. So you can still see that we are still in this minor waves here to the upside. So the overall structure is this one here. Wave one, two, this is a three, this is a wave four here, and now we're looking for this fifth wave here. So expect five waves to the upside, many waves. So any flex you get there, expect for more move to the upside. All right, we've looked at S&P 500. Let's look at Dow. Right, let's go on a full screen here. Just want to show you the whole structure. All right, so just like the other indices, though we're expecting for a move to the upside. So we've got this as a wave one, a two here, a three here, and we've already got this is a complete corrective structure for our wave four. Now the expectation is that we get that last fifth wave if you look in that blue primary degree. All right, so any flex that you get here, look for moves to the upside on Dow. All right, let's look at the next one. All right, S&P 500, we've looked at that one, expecting for a move to the downside, to the upside. DAX, expect for any move to the upside. So the expectation is that we're looking for any upside continuation pattern. We look to trade this one to the upside. So we are looking at this as a completed wave one, and this is a three-wave structure, a zigzag for our wave two. So now the expectation is that we trade this move to the upside for the three, four, and our fifth wave. So we are still expecting for more upside. So if you get any flags here, look for entries on DAX. So you can use your own strategy there for the entries. So as far as it, our indicator has confirmed that we are getting this move to the upside. Right, let's look at this Nikki continuation to the upside. Structurally, that's what we have there. This is exactly what you'll see on the website. So that's why I'm not even referring to the website, guys. This is exactly what you'll see. So we've got this is a wave one, two, three, a wave four. So the expectation is that we complete our wave five in the primary blue degree there. Right, so you can see that we've already had our wave one here as a leading diagonal. This is our wave two, and this was forecasted, guys, when we're still here. So the expectation is that we get a continuation of a three, four, and our wave five in that yellow degree there. Okay, last but not least, let's look at UK 100. Right, UK 100. So this is what we are looking for there. This is the structure. This is what you are looking for. So we can see, we saw that we've been focusing at this structure from the current levels. While we're still here, we are expecting that we're going to get this one more down, and now we are expecting to get a move to the upside. So if you get any corrections around these levels here, this will be a confirmation that is going to break out of that channel structure there. This will be a confirmation. So that channel mustn't deceive you guys. So we are just channeling just to see where our corrective structures can complete. Right. So we're just focusing where we can get these corrective structures to complete, and it just terminated exactly there at the other side of the channel. So the expectation now is from the current levels. If you get any flags, look for a move to the upside. All right, guys, that's all what I've had for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this webinar, and trade safe, guys. I'll see you guys on next week. Cheers, guys, and have a good one from my side. Cheers. Bye bye.